I'm Jessica Coombs with your KENS 5 News Now. Investigators will return to a stash house in South Bexar County where 24 migrants were found. 26 people were rescued yesterday on Oak Island and Loop 1604. The group traveled here from Laredo, hidden away in this trailer. 7 suspects have been taken into custody so far. The sheriff says the operation was clearly cartel related. 12 people were rushed to University Hospital from the scene. Everyone is expected to survive.
This is the fault of the bloodthirsty organizations that are bringing these people across and putting them in harm's way.
Several people initially fled the scene, but the sheriff believes everyone has been accounted for. And of the 7 detained, it's still unclear who will be facing charges in this investigation. The woman accused of driving drunk and killing an East Central ISD teacher can now leave her home under certain conditions. Giovanna Blongiardo has been under house arrest since the deadly crash back on February 8th. Prosecutors allege she was driving drunk on the wrong side of the road when she crashed into Whitney Waddell head-on. Yesterday, the suspect was in court asking for a judge to allow her to leave her home. He agreed but said she can only do so for medical appointments for herself and for her children. A mother was killed crossing the street last Thursday, and police are still searching for the driver who hit her. The hit and run happened on Harry Wurzbach near Timberlane Drive on the northeast side. Now, according to loved ones, Jessica Vela was heading home from a grocery store. We're told the crash was so loud, nearby residents ran out to offer some help. That young mother died in the arms of a stranger.
She leaves behind, 4 beautiful children. Not only did they lose a mother, their father passed away also in a car accident about a year ago. So that's all they had.
Police say they collected vehicle parts from the crash site. Investigators believe the suspect was driving a 2000 to 2010 white Lincoln MKX, something similar to what you see there. Crime Stoppers is offering up to $5,000 for information that leads to an arrest. If you know something, call 210-224-STOP. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is set to visit Washington, D.C. The leadership of both the U.S. House and Senate invited the Prime Minister to speak before Congress. An Israeli official confirmed the address will take place on July 24th. The bipartisan meeting will offer Netanyahu the opportunity to share the Israeli government's vision regarding democracy, terrorism, and establishing peace in the region. Netanyahu said he's moved by the invitation and intends to address the war in Gaza. Back here at home, 3 San Antonio Red Lobster locations are among the list of restaurants the company wants to close, all as a part of their bankruptcy filing. Red Lobster says the next round of closures will include locations where they can't renegotiate their leases. According to new court filings, they include the restaurants at I-10 and 1604, 281 and 1604, and 410 and Marbach. The seafood chain plans to sell its business to its lenders to receive financing to stay afloat. Dozens of locations were also abruptly closed just last month. SpaceX successfully launching their Starship rocket from the company's Starbase facility in the Rio Grande Valley. The massive vessel is equipped with a rocket booster known as the Super Heavy, roaring to life, igniting all 33 of its main engines, sending the Starship over the Gulf of Mexico. SpaceX and NASA were aiming for a controlled re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere and a soft splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico, which is exactly what they got. All right, we want to check in with Paul Morales for our weekend weather. Paul?
All right, Jessica, it's going to be hot. High right around 100. Heat index 102, so no heat advisory, but it's still going to be hot. And at 10 o'clock, temperatures in the mid-80s.
All right, thank you so much, Paul. That's your KENS 5 News Now. I'm Jessica Coombs.